This picture of the garden at Sewerby Hall was painted around 1849. At that time the garden had just been created for the hall's owner, Yarburgh Greame. The garden was in fact part of a much wider programme of ambitious construction work and landscaping around the hall and estate. The three figures are perhaps admiring the new and fashionable garden. The most obvious feature is the great octagonal glass conservatory. Later, this part of the garden would be landscaped to create a terrace, but when the painting was made, the conservatory sat atop a gentle slope. This rather magnificent building survived until the 20th century. It was still marked on the Ordnance Survey map of 1909, but by 1926 it had gone. The garden is laid out to look naturalistic and picturesque in what is known as the English garden style. The design was almost certainly the work of John Chaffer, head gardener at Sewerby between 1811 and 1852, but it clearly shows the influence of the great landscape architects, Capability Brown and Humphry Repton, with its lack of formality and careful arrangement of flowerbeds in the foreground, the lawn in the middle distance, where grazing animals add to the pastoral scene, and in the background, a picturesque feature, in this case the conservatory, while the whole ensemble is framed by trees and woodland. By 1889, this naturalistic landscape had been replaced by the far more formal design that remains little changed today. The lawn was divided up by a network of paths, new flower beds were introduced in symmetrical patterns, and the monkey puzzle trees, one of the great glories of the garden as we know it, had been planted.